It's time to talk to you about a rock star product. This is the way that Roberta's actually started their whole business back in the 60s, and it was actually the very first plant that I grew up with in my own apartment in New York City as a kid. This is the one-piece Good Luck Oriental Totem pole. Now, you may have grown up with this yourself, but you definitely did not grow up with one of this quality and thickness, because you can only get this from Roberta's. It's basically 3 to 4 inches thick across the front of it. Now, you're seeing different images of what it looks like when it starts growing and sprouting leaves, and it's got, look at this beautiful shiny leaf with that variegated stripe down the center. It's not only one of the most beautiful houseplants, but it's one of the easiest houseplants to grow. $4.72 gets it home. M61669 is your item number. This is how it comes to you. And it is one of the thickest in diameter totem poles that you'll be able to find anywhere, because Roberta's has been growing this plant for over 50 years. Now, Court Walling is here. Court, come on in, my friend. This is literally the plant, the very first plant that I ever remember in my whole entire life.
Alberti, we have something in common. This is the very first plant that I grew, and that my brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews all grew. Very first time was the Oriental Totem pole. This started our family business over 60 years ago. In 1964, my grandmother Sylvia and my mother Roberta and father all were at the New York World Fair selling the Oriental Totem pole. But I got to tell you, these, let me show you here, are about 5 times thicker than any other totem pole that we've ever sold before.
Wow.
Look at the size. And the reason why is because these have been growing in our fields for over 20 years. It's the only place that I know, no wholesaler, no retailer, no one sells these big, thick canes. And that's important, because the bigger the cane, the bigger your plant will grow, and they'll live for years.
So here's what's going on. These sold out the last day that they presented. They're very, very popular today. Over 800 people have decided to already pick theirs up, and many people are actually picking up more than one, which is really smart, because this makes a great gift.
Yes.
This makes an amazing, like, housewarming gift, or you go to somebody's house for a barbecue. You're not necessarily the chef. But here's what we're showing you over here, right? You take this. Court, explain to me, there's like a green wax side and there's like a red wax side.
Yes, and then there should also be a butter knife on your table. Yep. So what you're going to do is, from the bottom, the red side, that's down, is scrape off the wax from the bottom end of your totem pole. And I've got some of it started for you. For time's sake, let's not do it all.
Yep.
But yeah, you're just going to scrape it off like that. There you go. Then let's pretend it's scraped off. You're going to take your totem pole cutting and you're going to put it down into a jar of water, about 1/3 of the way up. Here's a good tip. Change your water 2 or 3 times a week. And then in about 4 to 6 weeks, they'll start to sprout with the leaves. That's when you can plant it in the container that you're showing right there.
Okay.
And then the plant over next to you, like the one I have here, is about 6 months old.
6 months? Look at this.
Yes.
6 months.
And the bigger the pot, the bigger they're going to grow. So back in the back here, I have a tall one. It's in the corner on the floor, and it can get up to the ceiling over the years.
So go down over here. I want you guys to see over here how it's sprouting
up. Yes, please.
Because look at this. It shoots up from the sides like this. All of these sprouts keep coming up.
All of them.
And this, by the way, this can get as tall as you want. Right? And Court, correct me if I'm wrong, because I believe once when we presented this, like, I could technically cut off one of these branches and plant another one if I wanted to. Is that correct?
You absolutely could. That's how we started.
Yeah.
That's how we started these, from those small branches over 20 years ago. And that's why these are 5 to 6 times thicker than any that you've ever sold, and 5 to 6 times thicker than we sold 60 years ago at the World's Fair. The Gotta Grow guarantee is included. Now, I heard you say that you grew up in an apartment in New York City.
Yeah.
These will grow indoors anywhere, from a basement to a low light to a window. You can grow them. And here's the plants that you're looking at right there. There's 2 in one pot. I love that.
That's adorable.
So pick up several sets. You can have everybody in the family have their own. You're going to start it in the water. And then the next plant you see in the middle there was about 3 months, and then 6 months. If you live in a tropical area, folks, or if you're traveling, this is how they look in the fields in the Orient, in the fields in South and Central America. They grow right in the yard, and they're considered good luck plants. So everyone will have these planted outside of their front yard. That's Devin's plant, and that's just about 4 months old. How beautiful it is.
It's great.
And there you see how tall they can get. The bigger the pot, the bigger they will grow, and they will live for years. Feng Shui masters say that it brings good luck, good qi, good energy to your home, and I certainly agree with them.
So here's what's going on. Over 1,200 people are placing their orders. Oh, I'm sorry, actually 1,500 now.
Wonderful.
And there are 600 people waiting to place their order on the lines. Now is your chance. Go to QVC.com, get this for yourself, or use your app, tap the app, and you'll get this in just a couple of clicks. Pick up more than one because you can give it as a gift. The leaves are beautiful. You know,
aren't they?
Court, it's so embarrassing
Yeah.
because when I think about, like, I love plants now and I take care of them now, but when I was a kid, my brother and I, what we did to that house plant, like we would put like soda in the thing. Like we would do all these crazy things and we couldn't kill it. It was so beautiful.
No, you can't kill it. My mom used to
It's
tell the
beautiful.
story in college, she wouldn't drink, but her friends would keep giving her drinks. She'd go, in the pot, and the plant lives.
I'm telling you, I used to put soda in it. Like I have vivid memories of it. All right, so here's what I want you to
I
know.
love you, yeah. I love
If
you,
you
Albert.
want this, now is your chance to get it home. This is what you get home, right? Over 2,000 of you are on the lines getting this, okay? So you get
It's
this
like
home.
a big piece of wood.
Yeah, and there's a green side, and then there's the red wax side. You scrape that off with a butter knife. It's not hard at all. And then you just plop that in the water. And after, when you see it start to sprout, then just plant it in the dirt, right? So any size pot.
Easy, simple.
Yeah, so any size pot that you want. Obviously, if you want it to grow bigger, plant it in a bigger pot. If you want it kind of more medium, like you want to keep it small, you know, kind of put it in that kind of pot.
Just like that. That's about a 10-inch pot.
I remember the one that we had in my living room growing up. It grew over the back of the couch, right? Like you could see these leaves. My parents must have had it for years, right? And
yes, people grow them for years.
61669 is your item number, though. Pick them up right now at this price, because here's what's happening. This sold out the last day that it presented. This we just got back in, and it's the only order of the season. And it's going to present in Down Home with David later. Now, it's pretty much a guarantee that it's not going to last the rest of the day, meaning that even if there are some left after this show, in Down Home with David, it's pretty much going to leave, which means you're not going to see it again until next year if we were able to bring it back. But this is a staple. It's a beauty. If you already own one, you know how lovely it is to have it. Have one in another room, right? We've made our homes so much, you know, we've done so much in our homes. We need to add that green into the office or into the bedroom or into the family room or, you know, the living room. Today,
and it's such a beautiful color of green.
Yeah, and you get it with free shipping and handling, right? So try
and
it out.
There's the free, yes.
So try it out for yourself, and you know really see what it's all about. When it comes to fertilizing this, you know, Court, I'm going to ask you: do I need to do that? And you know, I mean, I grew up in New York City in a not so sunny apartment, and this grew. But tell me what the best conditions are for this.
Well, if you want the best results on your Oriental Totem pole, all your other indoor house plants and outdoor plants, I highly suggest Roberta's Bounty. And Alberti, let me give you a little tip or suggestion.
Yes.
Pick these up, send it to your brother, send it to your mom and dad. You'll all have the greatest time sprouting it. You'll bring back so many memories.
Oh,
and if you've never grown a plant before, this will be the one that you can learn from. Send it to your kids. This is the first plant that I ever grew, probably as a child of 5 years old.
Just don't pour soda in it. Just,
we don't recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't recommend trying that, but I will tell you, I did do it as a kid. I have the most vivid memory. I think if my brother and mother are watching this, I'm sure they're rolling over laughing. I want to show you again what this looks like. Okay, so like from the bottom here, that's your what you got. And then this is what you grew.
That hefty piece of wood, yes.
And then
that's
these,
what comes out of it.
like these over here, these even grow tall, as tall as you'd like. Do I ever need to trim this back, Court?
Only if it reaches the top of your ceiling and you don't have any more room for it to grow, but that'll take years and years. But I got to tell you, they're so much fun. They're so easy. Order multiples. Send them to your friends, your family. They're going to open the box and say, what did I get in the mail? Is this a piece of firewood? And then they're going to call you, and you're going to have a great conversation, explain to them how to grow it. They are so much fun, and it started our business 60 years ago.
And you know what? They're such an easy plant. Like, you know, nowadays things are so complicated. We just need things that are easy. This is easy and fun, and it does the job. And by the way, the leaves, they look better. Like, they look so good, they almost look faux. Right?
Yes.
They're perfect. Look at how perfect they are. You don't see dead brown ends.
Painterly stripe through the middle. It just brightens it up in basements, in windows, in offices, you name it. You can grow these plants.
All right, so let me remind everyone what's going on. Okay, so this is my personal pick of the show. Obviously, you can tell, right? Because I'm so excited about this. Over 4,000 of you have already placed your orders. That's half of what we started our show with. And by the way, this is the final quantity of the season. This already sold out the last time that it presented on air, and it's supposed to be in Down Home with David. I don't even know if it's gonna make it to Down Home with David with how many people are jumping on the lines and picking up more than one. So if you want this, now is really your chance to go to QVC.com or give us a call or use your mobile app and order this. Now this is we call this, right, the Good Luck Oriental Totem Pole. I'd love for you to tell us super quickly, Court, good luck, right? Like, I love that. You know me, I'm all about feng shui. So this is like, this is literally a good luck plant.
So it is, according to the feng shui masters, and what makes it extra good luck is that you have such a big, thick, sturdy. It's good luck for health, good luck for wealth, according to the feng shui masters. And you know, I believe all that too.
Me too.
They're 5 to 6 times thicker than any we've ever sold before because they've been in our fields for 20 years. No wholesaler, no other retailer that I have ever seen sells such a big, thick Oriental Totem Pole plant that you're going to start in water, and then once they root, you're going to put it into a pot. The bigger the pot, the bigger they grow.
Really, just one of the best, bountiful, most beautiful gifts that you can give yourself first. Give one for yourself, definitely.
Yeah.
And then get a couple for some friends and family. Your Easy Pay is just $4.72. They're not going to last the day. I already know 4,500 orders already placed, and we've got lots of people waiting to place their order with the phone lines and going on QVC.com. Court, you're the best. Thanks so much for bringing this to us. We love you guys too. Thank you. Right. Don't put soda in your plant like I did, but it'll still live. Don't put vodka in it either. It'll still live though.
No, Mom, don't do that.